I am back in Dorset for Christmas. This is the place that I grew up in, and the fields, the forests, everything about this place just is something that I don't get in the city. The calmness, the serenity. And it's very strange to think that less than 140 miles away from this place, refugees in forests are experiencing some of the worst times of their life. In this video, I am not going to talk about the boats. I'm not going to talk about asylum. I'm not going to talk about anything political. I'm going to talk about the humanitarian aid that is needed in Calais. That's why earlier this year I joined refugee on a trip out to Calais and Dunkirk. What they do is they support NGOs and charities out in these areas, providing refugees with vital aid, such as donations in clothes, in food, anything they need to provide a smile that day. These NGOs that we're supporting include Care for Calais and Roots. And what a day might look like is that you wake up in the morning for breakfast and you'll go to a warehouse to sort out donations, maybe cook up some hot meals on the day about 9 o'clock, and then you'll work for the rest of the morning, and then you'll have lunch, and then in the afternoon you'll go out to the distribution sites. These are camps that are set up by the refugees all around the area, and you'll be out there distributing supplies. Perhaps you'll be playing a game of football, perhaps you'll be even teaching English at one point. I know I engaged in that for one afternoon. And man, doesn't it just changes your whole perspective on, I don't want to say life because that sounds cheesy, but it really does. It changes your whole perspective on this European migrant crisis. These people are us, they aren't others. They are us going through some of the worst conditions, the worst time in their lives. These are people that have lost families. These are people that have lost jobs. They have lost careers. They have lost the fundamentals in their life, and they are looking for safety. They're looking for home. In 2015, there was the European migrant crisis. There were refugees coming in from all over the world, and people don't really talk about it much today besides the big headlines like "Stop the Boats" and "Kick out asylum seekers." These horrific headlines that take the people out of the problem. What you often see is people in these areas are from Sudan, undergoing a horrendous civil war right now. People from Kurdistan displaced by war. These are people that are fleeing war and looking for refuge. The work that Care for Calais and the work that refugee and NGOs around this area are doing is incredible. And I can say firsthand how it is a roller coaster. Straight up, it is a roller coaster of emotions. It's incredible highs and incredible lows, and it will truly change your perspective on this. When I say incredible lows, don't get me wrong, it is incredibly disheartening to see the effects of war and the effects of displacement that is had on these people. However, at the same time, the effects that the people there at Care for Calais, the people at Roots that are, impacting these people's lives with meals and with English lessons and with all these wonderful things that are providing is incredibly inspiring. It's hard not to come away from these trips and not feel inspired by the efforts going on there. So if you're interested in doing a trip like this, or even reading up, we're often in the Twitter world and X world, in YouTube, we're often, pommeled with headlines of the refugee crisis without understanding the core of humanitarian aid that is needed. If you're interested in learning more, please head over to refugee.com. On this website, you'll find a lot of wonderful information, from first-hand accounts to FAQs about the situation out in Calais and how you can support it. They're also accepting donations in the form of food, tents and supplies that could offer vital aid for those suffering in the camps right now. One of the key phrases you'll see dotted all around the refugee website is, "If not us, then who?" Refugees are in vital need of aid right now, especially in these cold, dark winter months. Police brutality is at an all-time high. There are reports of camps being burnt to the ground, evicted. There's reports of miners being tear-gassed. There are reports of the worst crimes that you can see in these camps. If not us, then who is going to help people? With 2025 plans already in the calendar for next year that you can sign up for today, with donations being always accepted at refugee, please consider going over to their website and learning more. Maybe we can make a difference. Thank you very much for watching this video. More stuff in the pipeline soon, but I just wanted to share my story from this year. Thank you.